Hey guys, welcome to my reaction breakdown of Severus Snape and the Marauders. This has been brought to my attention a few months ago, but I wanted to do my versus video for Severus versus McGonagall first, and then do this video. So, you know, no real long introductions, let's just get right into it and watch this thing.
Oi, have I seen your ID? Obliviate. Oi, have I seen your ID? Obliviate.
Okay, so here's the thing about Obliviate, and I think it's something that the movies kind of have perpetuated, especially I think in the 7th movie. And Deathly Hallows, we see Hermione do that to her parents, and then like for me as a book reader, I'm like, Obliviate's a pretty strong spell. If you do that, then it's not just that you're wiping someone's memory. It's not like a Jedi mind trick where you're just kind of making them forget. It's you're obliterating their entire memory, their entire, like, they just become. It happens to Gilroy Lockhart and the Chamber of Secrets book, is that when he tried to obliviate both Ron and Harry, he was going to make their minds just mush. And then we see him later in the 5th book and how he's recovering from it, and how he's kind of retaining his memories a little bit, but he won't ever be the same man again. And for them to kind of like him just willy-nilly just say obliviate to this muggle, or whoever, I don't know if this is a muggle, it might be, yeah, I think it's a muggle bar. It doesn't really work that way. Like it's not a Jedi mind trick where you just go like, you don't want to talk to me right now. You don't want to talk to me right now. If you obliviate someone's memories, and that's it, like they're done. Like you make them a puddle. Their brain becomes a puddle. So a little nitpick, but yeah, let's continue.
Difficult day. Let me get you another one.
Yeah.
Thank you. I enjoy a good story.
Trust me, it's nothing special.
Try me.
So I assume this is Voldemort. That's my guess. He didn't say obliviate entirely, but I would have taken issue with that too. You can't just there's no inherent protection you have against it. But I guess you can say it's Voldemort, or same with Dumbledore. He can just see things and he'll just have protection against that. But yes, I'm assuming right now this is Voldemort. Really quick. Really quick, I forgot to mention that.
Living stupid choir. We're three whole lives ahead of us.
Professor Slughorn made a shrinking solution and made Amelia 3 feet tall.
Oh.
I like that little thing they have about the little girl saying, like, it made her 3 feet tall. I like that. That's a nice world building. But I forgot to mention, these guys made a Harry Potter short film before. It was Dumbledore versus Grindelwald, the sequence that led to Ariana's death. I think her name's Ariana in the book. Dumbledore's little sister. But now they made this one, so I forgot to mention that just as a little tidbit. But yeah, so far I like the little world building they got going on right now.
Party tonight then, Remus.
I think so. Well,
you should be with.
The answer is yes.
With Mary, right?
How'd you find out about it?
How did I find out about it?
Have you not seen the letters? We've all seen the letters. We assumed you did.
And Peter, who are you taking?
I think I'm the one to go to Stag for once.
Oh wow! You're gonna take your shirt? Yeah. If you changed your shirt,
I like how they have James kind of being a semi-asshole right now, because that's kind of what he is. He's kind of like a really confident, pompous kind of dude.
Yeah, girls are warm. You don't look so good.
Favorite time of the month's coming up.
Oh, come on.
They cast it pretty well. Like, I think that's Remus to me right there, and that's definitely Pettigrew.
Now we are here to celebrate.
Celebrate.
Hogwarts no more. That's right. Cheers.
I like Sirius and James. They did a good job with those two.
So where's Lily? It's not like her to be late.
Oh, she'll be around. It's her favorite pub.
Finally warming up to you, eh?
Reckon you'll be settling in with a mini pot?
I don't know. She made me see things different. Like maybe there's more to life than Quidditch and map building, I suppose.
I like how even a little bit, I don't know if he's trying this or not, but I mean, I think these guys are obviously American. I don't know if I think they're putting on their English accents, but he does feel like he's playing Daniel Radcliffe a little bit with his Harry Potter, not so much mannerisms, but his cadence. I think he's doing a good job of just a little bit. He's doing it a little bit. He's not overdoing it, but he's doing it to the point where it's like, oh yeah, that could be James Potter. And I like how they're bringing up Lily, how he's kind of like, she's taming James, which I think is what happened with James. I think James started out as this really like just this bad boy bully, like really confident guy. But then when Lily comes into his life, I think Lily kind of tames him a little bit and makes him a more respectable individual.
Art, best thing we ever did was making that map. Reckon it'll make us legends.
And that map wouldn't be anything without me.
Yeah, so you won't stop saying.
That's cool.
Imagine
Pettigrew
things
is
are gonna
like
change.
somewhat competent. He has to
Sure,
be
I mean,
if he's a
everyone's gonna
marauder.
go their own way and get jobs, but we'll stay together.
I don't mean it like that. I mean with what's coming. Some might fight with us. Some might get killed. Some might fight against us. People we went to school with facing us on some battlefield.
All I know is...
I'm glad they brought up that point, because I think that's a really big point that I think even the Harry Potter novels didn't really get fully, is that this war really is pitting people who knew each other in Hogwarts or who just knew each other just in school against each other. You know, like even you see it a little bit. I think one of my favorite scenes in the movie is the fight between Harry and Draco, like the real fight they had in Half-Blood Prince, because it really showed the difference of just like petty bully, like, oh, he's the bully and like I kind of just don't like him, versus like, no, this is like turning into a real war with real consequences. Like if you look back at the scene where, you know, Harry uses Secta Sempra on Draco, you see all this blood and you're like, this is like a serious thing. It's not just it's just not like petty bullying anymore. It's war. War is upon us.
We're not going anywhere. And not one Death Eater's gonna have a row at us so long as we're together.
What if it's a friend facing us? Someone under the Imperious Curse.
Exactly.
Or worse, someone who wants to be there. Someone like...
Snape.
Exactly.
No, I mean, he's right there.
I like how they're getting Lupin right, I think. He's always been the most sensible one.
You want to have a go at him?
What? No?
Are you serious?
No, you're
Oh, yeah, better
serious.
just say
Come on,
no.
we're not going to see him again anyways.
Are you mad? Right here in the pub.
No, we'll take him elsewhere.
And beating him up is only going to piss him off worse. Look after what you did.
Oh, what I did? Oh, when I saved him from you after he went sneaking about.
Can't we just enjoy our drinks?
This isn't about Snape and Lily, is it?
No, of course it isn't.
If that's why you want to start trouble.
Look, we need to make sure he...
And let's not forget that Remus has a little thing for Lily as well. I don't know if that's going to come up, but he did have a thing for her.
...is us when the time comes. I'm gonna do it. Do you understand?
What is wrong with you, James? Why are you such a bully?
What about the rest of you?
I think they're characterizing him pretty good.
You know, I've
though.
got your back, mate.
They should really make these movies.
We're not going to hurt him. We're just going to scare him.
Of course we are.
Why'd you
Come on,
bring it
come
away,
on.
Remus? No. Remus is my favorite. He's probably my favorite Marauder. And then Sirius right after that. And then James and Pettigrew.
What do you want?
You're not welcome here.
I'm minding my own business.
Seriously, he is.
Shame that I mind it too.
Leave me alone.
Fucking James.
Come on, Snape, give me an excuse.
You will take it outside and have the lot of you spinched.
Take him, Snape, man. You can take him.
4 against 1. Very brave.
Oh, I don't need them, they're just spectating. She'll never forgive you, you know that? I reckon that's why you're here. Try and mend things after what you called her. A
Oh, yeah, he did call her
mudblood.
Mudblood, yeah.
Should have called someone else a werewolf. Or perhaps the ministry would like to know.
James, this is going too far.
Out of here, the lot of you now!
Gentlemen,
Is this Lily?
come on then.
James!
Yeah, it's definitely Lily. I like how they got Snape the way he looks, because he's more looks like what he's supposed to be in the books. He's supposed to be short and he's supposed to be kind of scrawny. Alan Rickman's Alan Rickman. He's awesome, but he doesn't actually look like what Snape was described in the book.
Still not what I used for that.
I love how they're
the
doing
spot.
this. Pettigrew would totally
Lily
be like
loves
that.
to snog here.
That's
I'll
fucked
make you a
up,
deal,
James.
Snivy. If you beat me, I'll stay away from Lily. But if I beat you, you stay away from Lily for the rest of your life.
It's not some prize to be won.
Exactly.
Profit.
Oh, I love Snape.
It's fine by me. Come on, Snivy.
I mean, they're making James like a little
No.
bit too. I mean, I don't know if he's this much of a bully, but I mean, he could have been, you know. It's no wonder Snape came out the way he did. slight criticism I have about wand duels.
Sneaky.
And not just I mean I like what Snape just did there. It was sneaky. Wand duels I feel like are way better described in the books, even not even just with these fan films, but just with the movies themselves. I think it doesn't feel like magic. It just feels like they're using guns, and they're just like, oh, let me shoot you with my gun, like, oh, you just avoid my gunshot, versus it being really like about magic and about, oh hey, I'm making like rabbits come out of my wand and I'm gonna have them like attack you while I like use a branch of a tree and transform it into like an anvil or whatever and like hit you. You know, like they don't change the environment enough, I don't think. I mean, the best fight I think we saw was Voldemort versus Dumbledore in the movies, because you see a lot of different elements at play. And I think it shouldn't have been so much about like master level duelists and more about like that's just how magic works, because it's magic. You know, it's not just about like hit. You know, it's more can be done with magic and just like, you know. Like this is like that's kind of deadly. Like you're gonna kill him. Like, oh, it's weird.
Valiamus!
No, just Snape. Come on, bro. Come on. Let him run at you. You have magic. Nice. I don't know what he did. Was that a Livy Corpus? No, it wasn't Livy Corpus. I don't know what that was. Oh no! 1 versus 1 now. But get him, Snape. You got him. Oh, what? You got the force now? Sits them from behind him. Come on now. Bloody hell. Oh my goodness. Now it's 3 versus 1. Snape is pretty baller. I don't know. Okay, that was kind of stupid. Why would you guys attack him from the front instead of continuing your flank? Like, you had James and Sirius flanking him, and now you have Remus in the mix. Why would you, like, put yourself in this position? That's really not the smartest thing to do tactically.
Peter, get in here! Peter, now!
Moonfire? Are you guys insane? That's insane. That's smart. Fiendfire doesn't just go away like that. I like how they did it. That's right, Pettigrew doesn't know how to operate. That's awesome. That was a good comedic moment. How'd you guys know where he went?
The Gilliman.
Oh, no. But
having fun yet?
Legilimen would be for
It's a bit tougher
them.
than we expected, I'll give him that.
If you're trying to look inside their minds, I don't know why he did that. Like, he did it to himself? That's weird.
Right on his right, off like on the front.
Okay, no, he's reading him right now. Okay, that's pretty dope.
The count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, you know what? It does make sense that Snape would be able to fight all 4 of them if that's what he's been using, you know. In a way, you can say, like, since he has a skill with that, he can know exactly where their attacks are coming from. So he could have force powers in a way. I don't think it really works that way. I think Legitimens is more of a direct spell that you use on someone. It's not something that's like latent and that you just is ongoing. But still, that cool fan film moment right there. Nice. Okay. I thought that was gonna be worse. That wasn't that bad.
Remus!
I like that they're using wand floors.
Surround him!
Now they're flanking him. That's good. Now they're flanking. Jesus, they're making like Snape really OP in this.
Severus Snape. Severus Snape.
Completely.
all over the
I
place.
won't follow.
It's more the fact
I
that
can't pretend anymore. You've chosen your way, and I've chosen mine.
You know what that reminds me of? Voldemort, Order of the Phoenix. Y'all know what I'm talking about. What is it, Dumbledore? Voldemort? What was that look for? Come on, you gotta have more for that look. Just that Snape's powerful? Is that what the look was for? Oh, okay.
Curse you!
Oh, now it's got serious.
Sectum Sempra!
Oh, damn.
Right. Well, I guess we know the big G.
Do you know who this guy reminds me of? He reminds me of the guy who plays Samwell Tarly on Game of Thrones. He's totally Samwell Tarly. Just gonna put that out there.
Dear. Perhaps I could learn from a strong wizard such as yourself.
Oh, that was good. That was dope. How a villain comes about.
Right, Severus.
It's Severus now, is it? You have no idea what it is like to lose something!
You're right. Right? I'm sorry.
Dude, he really looks like Daniel Radcliffe sometimes.
You're sorry. Now that I've bloodied you up, now that you fear me.
That's good. That's a good moment right there.
Don't worry, Potter. It won't last much longer.
No, Severus, don't.
Goodbye, Potter.
Severus!
Wow, you were about to go there. But that was cool. They had a good. This is cool. They had a really good escalation. They had him starting with Crucio, then he had the well, actually, it would have been better if it was Secta Sempra, then Crucio, and then so the Pettigrew, and then Avada Kedavra. But I like that they had the progression of it as it's getting to Potter. He's like, you're seeing how Snape can get put into this position where he is doing harm and actively trying to kill, which I think is pretty dope. But I think that was a really good moment that Snape brought up. He's like, oh, now that you fear me, now you want to respect me, that kind of thing. And I think that was a really, really, I think that was like a cold moment right there. And I liked it a lot. And it's very true, sometimes that's what people
Have you gone mad?
respond
What
to.
are you all doing?
Lily,
You think that one last row would solve everything? And what were you?
Oh, that sucks. They're the ones that started it, Lily. That's not fair to Severus. All she sees is the aftermath. She doesn't see what happened beforehand.
Done! I will never forgive you for this.
Oh, that's so messed up. Sorry, Snape.
You tell me what you've done. You tell me right now.
we started it.
Oh, whoa, he was honest about it. That's cool.
He came to the bar to see you, and we tried to scare him off.
What were you doing there?
I just came to try to save
To say what?
To say that I'm sorry!
Accept his apology. Make little Harrys.
I don't deserve to have you as a friend after what I called you. I know that. I've lived with it these past few years.
You were my best friend and I ruined it. I ruined it after calling you that terrible name that I don't deserve to call anyone!
I like that he's kind of antisocial, the way he's playing Snape. It's good.
To try to tell you how horrible I was.
He's not making eye contact.
How grateful I am that you were there for me when no one else was. I hope that you can just...
Friend zone.
You still fancy the dark arts?
It's not his fault. I mean, dark arts are pretty cool. I don't know, Lily. I don't know about that.
I hope to see you again.
And that's all there is to it, really.
Voldemort,
But I
right?
imagine you did enough to keep them scared of you. I know what it feels like to be subjugated.
Does he know he's talking to
For
Voldemort?
others to fear you for your talents.
do you?
I do. In fact, I think you have exactly what I'm looking for, Severus.
What do you mean?
For our ranks.
What ranks? Who are you?
Oh man, gross.
You know who.
Oh, that was good. You know who. So yeah, I like that. I think, you know, like I said before, I feel like the fighting can be a little bit redundant. And that has less to do with their fan film itself. I mean, they are being, you know, inspired a bit by the movies themselves, but I felt like the movies don't really make magic duels magic. They kind of just make it like, you know, like I said, like gunshots. And I think that's what they kind of do here. And I feel like the fight, because of that aspect, it gets a little bit repetitive throughout. But in terms of like the story itself and the acting and the casting choices, I think they did a pretty good job. I still think there could have been a different finale in terms with Lily and just the reason why she left Severus. I felt like it was a little bit too easy, that ending. Perhaps even make it a little bit more dark, where James doesn't even like apologize for or confesses that they were the ones who attacked Snape, and that really would lead him to being with Voldemort in the end and like wanting to be a Death Eater and that sort of thing. But yeah, overall, I think they did a really, really solid job. I think I might have preferred. No, actually, it's been a while since I've seen the Dumbledore versus Grindelwald thing, so I don't really recall. I can't compare the two of which one I prefer more. Probably this one, because they had a little bit more world building going on. I think that's probably like my favorite part of this is the fact that they had more like the beginning portion, like when they were in the pub and they had like, you know, I'm assuming they were in Diagon Alley or some like the Leaky Cauldron or something like that. But that aspect I think was my favorite part, the dialogue pieces, like just the story part of it, not so much the fighting. I think the fighting is actually probably my least favorite of this fan film. But yeah, I think they did a good job. I enjoyed it. I think that's pretty much all I have to say about it in terms of everything. But yeah, the really good score. I think they did a good job on that one. Really well shot. Whoever shot this did a really good job with their composition and just the look and the color scheme. And I liked the characterization of the Marauders. I think they got all of them really, really right. I feel like James was a little bit too much of a bully, but you can kind of understand because, you know, when you have those hormones for like a girl, that kind of thing happens. But yeah, that I think that's everything I want to say about it. As always, peace, love, and mischief managed.